Good morning, Saturday the 24th of April now. Another lovely morning. Now the sun's come up. It's about 7:15 in the morning. That's where I stayed last night, just tucked in the corner of this field. Ridgeway Trail's just beyond that hedge, so as normal, leave no trace. And we're going to continue and see what we see today. I do know we go past Uffington Castle today and the White Horse, so hopefully we'll be able to see that. And there's one of these burial grounds as well, which is only a couple of miles down the road, and some more water points I think. So let's get going. I've just been going about 10 minutes from where I camp, but here's an example of what I'm on about. We're on the ridge, and here's the Rose and Crown, only a mile down the hill. Dog friendly accommodation. So even though you are on your own on here, you're never far from anywhere really. So I suppose if you were doing this without any kit on and you didn't mind dropping out, it'd be very pleasant doing it that way, because you're in accommodation every night. But you've got to get to and from the ridge. And obviously I'm just being stuck on the top of it really. I think it's another day like this today, and then we get towards the River Thames. Then is it Goring, Streatley I think it's called, that's where it's urbanised, but that's we're getting there tomorrow. So there are plenty of little villages along the Ridgeway, but you've just got to be prepared to drop off and then get back on. Alright then. I'm a mile now from where I camped last night, which was just a couple of metres beyond Idstone Bound, that water point anyway. Then you come to this wood here. We've just been coming up the track this way, but this is a good little wood. It's accessible, nice and flat, so that's a possible place you could wild camp, but it'll be a bit of a lick for the end of day one, so it will be pushing 21 odd miles. But as I said, you are quite restricted in this area, but you can get into that wood, or do what I did last night, tuck yourself away somewhere. Alright then, so let's keep going. That's that strip what I just pointed out before, but I don't think this camera will pick it out, but you can still see right in the distance all how high up we are. Where to start, the ridge was quite thin. Obviously it's a lot wider now, like on a big plateau, but we're still super raised up from the high ground, from the low ground, sorry. Just wish you could see the views. I mean, it's a couple hundred metres on this level ground and it drops, so yeah, it must be like a big plateau now, the ridge that we're walking along. But it still provided plenty of protection all them years ago, being this high up. Wade and Smithy Lone Barrow, about 5,500 years old, all the way along the back there. Not going to clamber over it too much, but it goes all up where them two trees are. That's where it goes to. Absolutely huge. Must have been pretty wealthy people who managed to get buried here. I said I'm not really one for old history. I like war history and stuff, but things like this is still amazing. I mean, how did they get these rocks here? You know what I mean? I mean, look at the size of them, and I guarantee that's just about a third of the size of the rock. The rest is underground. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's take 10 minutes here now. Over you can make it out, just up there, that's White Horse Hill. And then we've got Uffington Castle Fort up there. And then we've got the big White Horse of Uffington. So when we get to the top of the hill, we're going to see if we can find a white horse, but apparently it is off the trail. It's not too far. We'll go and have a nose. But we're going to get up this hill now. Alright then, so we'll see when we get to the top. So then we've got Uffington Castle, and again on this side, I'm sure it's the same on the other side. Look how it would have dominated the area. See for miles, literally as far as your eyes can see. I'm sure it's the same over the other side as well. So we'll just keep pushing up this hill or decide if we're going to have a look at the horse or not. We'll see what we feel like when we get to the top of it. And I do believe that's the manger. I forget what that's called. I know that's the viewing platform, and there we have part of the White Horse of Uffington. Not going to go too far now, we've got to walk back. So we'll go as far as the rope will allow us. Well worth it though, look at that, that is absolutely stunning. Next water point down that I've come to, which is Hill Barn. I missed coming out of Down Barn. That was where I took my shoes and socks off, which I didn't do before. You've got to walk down the road a bit, but this is only about a kilometre tops from there. So again, overlooking the views. There's Hill Barn there, the farm. Here's the water point. Built kindly for in memory of Peter Wren, age 14. That's his concepts. I'm just had a bit of a detour really. I don't know if you can see it. I was looking for the Court Hill Ridgeway Centre, which is just down the way. And the website said it was open, but it was shut. So I was a bit devastated because I got my heart set on something nice. So I pushed into a little village called Letcombe Regis, and I had a cafe there and had a pub. But that's a bit of a mad detour that was. But I'm back on a trail now, just chilling out. What time are we on? About 2 o'clock. I'm going to push on in a bit. Alright then, see you in a bit. from Mile Point, east Ridge down, and again just tracking to go where east. All this is really yesterday and today. It's just one big road east, intersected by small little car parks like this, and then with this lake views in the distance. So it's a bit of hard work. I'm just trying to sip a bit, but we'll keep going and get to where we need to be. Alright, we'll continue with day 2. Just come underneath the tunnel underneath the A34. We'll get up here, and I need to make a plan up for the rest of the evening, because last night's again about 8:15, same as last night. So we'll make a plan up in a bit for what we're going to do for the rest of the evening. Since I last left you, when I crossed the A road, A34, basically you've got a choice. You've got West and East Isley, which are local, well, I say local villages, 25-minute plus walk to get there. So I thought I'd drop into there, because again, really struggling for water. I couldn't find any water points. All my food is rehydrated, so it needs water. So I've gone to the pub there, didn't get anything to eat or nothing, but I managed to refill my water bottles. But the route actually comes down towards us anyway, so I've not missed anything off, bar one corner, but I've done actually more coming this way. So we're off to rejoin it now anyway. Well, that's me now popped through that very small village of East Idestone, Isley or whatever it was called. Anyway, we're now just moving back up to the main Ridgeway path, which is them trees just in front of us. What time are we on? Oh, 7 o'clock, and I'm pretty knackered. Couple of 22 miles with them couple of detours I've done today going into villages, and that's the problem with this route. The villages are not on it, and I really struggle to find water, even though the water is in the link on the National Trust website. There doesn't seem to be any National Trust water points. It just seems to be all farmers. So what I'm going to do now really is wander along, rejoin the Ridgeway, and wait for the first place suitable to put the tent up and going for it. I'm shattered. If the sun disappears over the gallops. Bearing in my life, day 2 of these chalk tracks remind me so much of Salisbury Plain. Been a long day today, and I'm literally, there's nowhere else to go. It's all private land. So I've managed to get my tent in here, and it's getting dark now. It's probably, there might be the odd cyclist, but there won't be any dog walkers and that, so that's all right. And I'll be up handy in the morning anyway. Sorry, just flip flops just come off, so I'm trying to get that on. It was a long day today, a really long day. I did 2 detours for water. Simple, that's just literally for water. And that ended up being about a 23-mile day with them detours. So I'm glad tomorrow, because I think we're hitting to get Goring Streetley, is it, in about 5 mile, bit urbanised area. So bear in mind it's Sunday though, so don't want to get there too early, but there'll be some shops open surely. That's where we are. I'm not sure on the mileage. I think we're on about the 40-mile point, 41-mile point, something like that. But it was a long day today, but we're here now, we're set up, and it's that way tomorrow. Day 2 complete. Alright then, see you tomorrow.